In this series, I will be documenting every detail that went into redoing my room. I'm on a budget, so at the end of every episode, I will show you exactly how much I spent. This is gonna be a long process, and I hope you guys are ready for an in-depth, realistic room makeover video. Let's get right into it. In my last video, I established some of my plans for this room, and my plans haven't really changed, they've just kind of developed. The more and more I work on my room, the less I think that it's going to end up being a true, authentic, retro 70s theme. The one thing that stayed consistent so far is the fact that I want the warm tones. I've just been leaning more towards yellows and oranges and pinks, rather than adding all of the other 1970s colors in there as well. Another big question from last episode that has kind of been more solved now is what I was gonna do with those cabinets. I'm starting to like the pink again, so sorry that was so dramatic. I was like, will it be wallpapered or painted in the future? I might just keep the pink. I don't know, I'm not fully decided yet, but we might just end up keeping the pink. And yes, that clip was on a loop that whole time. Last thing before we get this video going, I mentioned in the last episode that I was gonna go to the thrift store to see what I could find. I did go to the thrift store, I went to Goodwill, and I found nothing except this pillow. I thought this pillow was really cute, partially because of the daisies. It was not used, it had the original tags on it. Then again, it was sitting around in Goodwill with a bunch of other used things, so I don't know. But I thought it was $6, but it turned out to be $10, and my fight or flight kicked in because those $4 make all the difference. I don't really regret not buying it though. Alright, let's get into this video. This is gonna be a fun one. Good morning, guys, and welcome to episode 2. The first thing I'm gonna do today is take down the rest of my decorations. I just feel like there wasn't enough of a transformation last episode. I feel like I won't be as sad this time. Also, last night I taped up my mirror so it's ready to paint, and I'm super excited to paint it. We're gonna get it up on my wall today. We're also gonna take off the hooks. If you haven't watched the last episode and you don't know what I'm trying to achieve here with my room, please go watch that episode. It would mean the world to me. And yeah, let's just get right into this. So I began painting the mirror, and I was going for a kind of fun, funky, retro vibe. As I began to pull off the tape, however, I realized that was not the case, and I asked my mom what she thought of it, and she said it looked like a candy corn, and to which I replied, "Oh no, that is bad." And so this became the worst mistake of the episode, and this next clip is me slowly realizing that I messed up a lot. Alright, so this is what the mirror looks like. I don't know how to feel about this. I really don't know if I like it or not. I think it'll be fine. I don't know. Is it the orange that's throwing me off? Should I have done like red or something? No, not red, because then McDonald's. I have a feeling if I don't like it, this paint will come off again because it just feels like it'll come off. I mean, the edges up here are kind of messy, so maybe I'll try to clean that up. Oh, why do I look like that also? But this is the mirror. We'll put it up later today. Hopefully I'll like it better once it's on the wall. Nice to meet you where you've been. I could show you incredible things. Magic, madness, heaven, sin. I saw you there and I thought, oh my gosh, look at that face. You look like my next mistake. Love's a game, wanna play. New money, suit and tie. I could read you like a magazine. Ain't it funny? Rumors. So no, I didn't travel back in time. I just took off all the paint, and it took me a few hours. But I did it. I didn't there's paint in my eye. So my thumbnails really hurt because that's how I took it off. I did that. And I think I'm kind of stupid right now because of the fact that I painted it only to take off the paint. But I had a better idea, I hope. If it's not a better idea, I am just gonna go crawl in a hole. I have this washi tape, and it's like the color scheme that I'm going for, and I was thinking I could do some sort of stripes. If this doesn't look good, I'm gonna flip my lid. You know what? I'm just gonna experiment for a while. I'll get back to you. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You could tell me when it's over, if the high was worth the pain. Got a long list of ex-lovers. Alright guys, we got the mirror up. This is what it looks like. I'm really excited about it. I think I need to clean it a little bit more. Also, I think we could have hung it a little shorter to the ground, but I'm not even gonna say anything about that because like it was hard to get up. I did have a little mishap happen here. The paint came off when I was trying to take down the whiteboard. I don't think the whiteboard fits. Oh, it does fit. I'll just have to decide where I want to put this whiteboard. I don't know if I want to put it there. It wasn't until the next day that inspiration struck for what I wanted to do with that wall. I decided to use this app called Fonto to create my own graphics that I could then turn into art prints for that wall. This was a cheaper option for me personally because it meant not having to buy any wall decor for that area. Since I have a color printer at my house that is full of ink, well, it was full of ink until I printed out all of these, I decided to utilize that, and so this project is completely free for me. I went through a few designs, and in case you're wondering, these are some of my favorite Taylor Swift lyrics in particular. I was debating whether or not to incorporate other artists' lyrics as well, but I just thought it would be out of place if I had mostly Taylor Swift lyrics and one lyric from another artist. Since these prints are going by my mirror, I wanted them to be particularly upbeat. Since a lot of times I tend to look in my mirror and feel kind of negative about myself, I need some cheerful Taylor Swift lyrics to cheer me the heck up. I went ahead and printed them out on some nice cardstock paper, and while I was editing on the Fonto app, I made sure to have all of the pixel measurements the same on each graphic so that when I printed them out they'd all be the same size. The colors turned out to be a little darker than what I was expecting, but it turned out perfectly fine, and I tried to use this cool paper cutter but it just didn't work, so I ended up using scissors instead. I made sure my surface was perfectly clean before I stuck them on there, and I just used regular masking tape. I tried to arrange the prints in a similar color order as I had arranged the washi tape just to keep that continuity, and please for the love of God ignore my concentration face. Ah, it's so cute! Oh my gosh! It's time for another Home Depot haul. We got a lot of yellow. I'm about to explain this way quicker than the girl on the screen could ever. With these paints in my hands, I'm going to be painting my dresser. I'm not going to paint the whole dresser, I'm only going to paint the drawers in the dresser. And my goal is to make something like this, something ombre. And in order to achieve that, I'm going to mix these yellow paints with white paint, and I'm also going to mix them with each other since they're different colors. Okay, I'll let her take over again. So this is the 8-ounce sample paint size, and it would have been a lot cheaper than buying the $15 can that's a little bit bigger than this. So I've got two colors of yellow. This one's darker, this one's lighter. But then I also got some yellow spray paint, which I'm going to use to spruce up some of the things that I have in my room. So you can't see me. Hang on, can you see me? Try to see me. I'm gonna take this really slow. I think I'm only gonna do one drawer at a time and wait to see how it dries and everything. So I'm gonna start by taking off this knob and then sanding it down and making sure it's nice and clean before I get the paint open. Cherry lips, crystal skies, I could show you incredible things. Stolen kisses, pretty lies. You're the king, baby, I'm your queen. Find out what you want, be that girl for a month. Wait, the worst is yet to come. Oh no, screaming, crying, perfect storms. I can make all the tables turn. Rose garden filled with thorns. Keep you second guessing like, oh my gosh, who is she? I get drunk on jealousy, but you'll come back each time you leave, 'cause darling, I'm a nightmare just like a daydream. It is that point in the video again. It is time to show you what I spent. This should not be a surprise. It's literally all that I bought from Home Depot, and it came out to around $12. So I'm really happy with this result. I'm also really satisfied with how far the paint went. It kind of really transformed my room just by painting that one dresser. And then of course the art prints that I created were free of charge, and of course the paint that I used to paint the mirror. I bought that last episode, so it's not included in this total. Alright guys, before I end this episode, I want to give you a sneak peek into the next episode. So I'm about to show you what I just bought at Hobby Lobby, and I'm so excited. I love Hobby Lobby. They have so many things. The stuff that I'm about to show you will not be included in today's budget summary. It'll be included in the next episode's budget summary, just because I kind of count this stuff as stuff for the next episode. First thing I got were these yarns. I was really confident about calling them yarns, as if yarn isn't plural to begin with. How do you stop it? Comment down below what you think I'm gonna do with these yarns. Then I got this. Dude, this was $3 because it was 50% off, and so I'm really happy about that. Okay, comment down below also what you think I'm going to do with this in the next episode. It starts with V, and it has 2 words, and the last word ends with D. And lastly, there's no secrets with this. These are knobs. They're so cute, and they were 50% off, so I got them for $2 as well. Alright, this is the last you'll see from me for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to this point in the video, you are a real one. I really appreciate you. Make sure if you haven't watched the first episode, go watch that, and have a great day. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I know this is kind of like a long, very long process. I warned you though, right? I did warn you. This is gonna be a long process. Things are kind of slowly starting to come together. I'm super excited. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Is yarn plural?
According to English Stack Exchange, as such, there are locales where the pluralizing suffix s is never used and the plural of yarn is simply yarn.
Yarn is simply yarn, y'all. I'll see you next time.